Welcome back, Lords Mobile fans. Thank you very much for joining me for my latest KvK video. And on this one, unfortunately, we were matched with Kingdom 503. And if you put an alt account into the enemy kingdom in a public guild, you can actually have a sneak peek at the rankings. And you will see there is literally only 5 guilds that are over 10 billion might. So a really bad 1v1 matchup for us, but we are not going to let that stop us from destroying absolutely everything. This guy's 419 mil. We get that fire burning for the first time, an awesome slap from Hardy, and we knock him down to 350 something, a 67 million might drop, 2.1 million reds. And this guy has not got the type of troop comp you want to be taking a rally so early on in KvK. Of course, he was in Fury, he had no choice, and now he is surely going to get zeroed. Everyone comes in and mops up the rest of the troops with the solos. So on that last solo there, an 18.5 million might drop, 626 reds, leaving him completely zeroed at 308 million might. And moving on to the next clip, we have Loco rallying a guy in Fury again. He's 311 million might. He's sat in cav gear, which is awesome because we have a range rally shooting towards him. And of course, we get that fire burning again and wicked smack by Loco. What an absolute lemon, taking a range rally in cav wedge. And not only that, he was in cav gear, so 2.1 million reds, leaving 2.2 million survived. And that is, again, a really crazy troop comp. What are you doing going into Fury? Never ever going to be able to take a rally. Really risking it going into Fury and paying the ultimate price here. Drakey jumping in, hoping to finish the zero. Getting a nice hit, knocking it down to 246 mil. My girl Tara jumping in, looking like a babe. That march coming in as well. And he randoms away, takes that march all the way down to 229 mil, and I wish him all the very best. And in this next one, we have my gorgeous little Pew Pew rallying a 339 million might player from the same guild that is also in Fury, so he has to take this rally. We're going to carpet it in, 339 mil, the glorious fire burns once again, and drops him down to 289 mil. Really tasty, 49 million might drop, 2 million reds, and again, this absolute numpty took it in a cav formation, took it in cav gear, and it was of course a Pew Pew range rally, so not a very smart idea. And he ports away, hoping that the nightmare is over. But of course, the nightmare isn't over until the zero is complete. So seconds later, we all jumped in, the more the merrier, and got that zero complete, all the way down to 240 mil. And there was some really juicy points to start the KvK. Everything was dead, so we're just jumping in on everyone. This guy was 338 mil, just trying to gather in our kingdom, and we all jump in, make him shield, manage to get him down to 309 mil. But it really gives you an idea on the type of targets we're jumping in on. This guy is gathering with a trickster leader, so I'm going to go ahead and solo this. I'm sure some people will jump in with me. Get that ranged blast out there, switch into range gear. By this point, 2 other people have already come in and sent a march. So I get that fire burning, and he did actually have some troops, which was a surprise, and some more points for the cause. Let's have a look. 13 million might drop, not bad at all. So often hitting empty castles being a complete slowpoke, so that was a real treat to actually get some kills there. And moving on, we have a momentous occasion. We have the legendary Sooner running his first ever SizeMatters rally, and we are hoping that it will be a successful one. It's a complete YOLO on a 566 million might player with some pretty dodgy war gear, and unbelievably we see that fire burn. 511 mil might is what we knock him down to. We get the next rally set. This guy is in Fury, and look at that. What a first rally for SizeMatters from Sooner, splitting that guy completely in half. That is honestly incredible. And it really is crazy. At 566 million might, he couldn't even take a single rally. He stayed in cavalry wedge. It was a range rally, and again, you don't want to be taking a range rally in cav wedge, especially not from a rally lead like Sooner. So what a debut that was, and hoping to see the fire burn from Shiro now. 511 mil. that Shiro rally comes carpeting in, and of course we see that fire burning. Really beautiful follow-up rally from Shiro, and what a debut that was from Suna. But we're really hoping we can get this guy 0 still. Let's have a look at this report. A 57 million mic drop, over 2 million reds in that hit alone. And you can see from his comp, he is barely even going to be able to defend from solos right now. So surely we are going to get that 0 finished. And what an incredible YOLO that was. An awesome job from all of SizeMatters to fill the rallies and snatch onto this one. And now to get the 0 complete, chucking out the solos, I'm going to be going in with an infantry solo. Ego and Guerrero already coming in before me. Chaos putting in as well. So, needless to say, this guy got absolutely mauled until the very end. A 7.2 million mic drop, 370k reds from my hit, leaving him completely zeroed down to 393 million mic, and he was all the way back up at 566. And of course, I wish him all the very best. And sliding into this next clip, we have unfortunately a Gryphon pull that went really wrong. The enemy kingdom came over, and then GTL came over, scared a lot of the enemy kingdom away, and I decided that I was going to punish them, give them a cheeky little ChaCha slap. This guy, GTL Action Man, is sending 375k marches, so I pulled the troops home, random relocate away, pull in all of those marches of T4, and I did get a fair few marches from the enemy kingdom as well, around 20 million points towards the KvK cause. And just jumping into these reports, you can see he used a 50% army size boost. He collected 2 lots of wounded on the first lot of marches, but 4 marches of 375k dead. Rest in peace, and that will teach you not to farm your own kingdom. He was 1 billion and 19 mil, and after a cheeky ChaCha slap, leaving him at 938 mil. And as we get towards the second half of KvK, everybody was shielding on us. A 724 million mic player there, not even wanting to take a single rally. But here we have a 351 million mic player, a loco rally, just marching towards him. And just as it marches, he random relocates straight away, gives himself a 3.4 million red count. And again, a really crazy troop comp. What is that T1? That is absolutely icky. And moving on, we have a crazy Pew Pew YOLO on a 630 million mic player. We're just trying to get her capped here. My gorgeous little Pew Pew loves to be behind bars, and she gets what she wishes for, causing 3.6 million killed and injured troopers in that battle. So he did take a few reds there, but not a crazy loss. Dropped down to 621 mil might, and we did want to rally him again, but unfortunately he's not up for it. He went ahead and popped the bubble. But unfortunately for this guy, he has a Suna rally set on him now. He reinforced one of his guildmates a little while later after that last clip, and now he is in a world of trouble with a Suna rally shooting towards him, whether he likes it or not. And unbelievably, we actually see that fire burn. What an absolute tank Suna is, and I am so excited to have a look how many troopers this guy had. 19.8 million troops, 3.1 million reds. What a crazy troop comp that is. Not having the T2 cav left after that first Pew Pew rally, and now he is sat safe and sound in his bubble. Definitely will not be going back into Fury, that is for sure. And I'm going to give that last Gazette report a cheeky little like. An awesome job from Suna and all of SizeMatters as per normal. And moving on, we have a very sacrificial Gryphon pool. I've actually left my leader out on purpose here. A 40 million mic player has come along, he's capped my leader, and he's invited all of his adorable little friends over. So all of my SizeMatters are watching, and as soon as these troops come rushing home, they are all going to pour in and start slapping these noobs. These adorable little noobs have got no idea what's going down. I actually capture a leader, pulling the troops home, random relocate, and I am going to jump back in there just so I can watch all of the carnage go down. It really is crazy. Just moments ago, these guys thought they hit the jackpot, spreading around camps so they didn't have to share the resource, and now they are being mauled left, right and centre by all of these solos. And I'm going to hopefully get a solo in there for myself. Hopefully we'll be chucking a cab solo that won't just hit an empty castle. He's already been burnt once. He's got a solo coming zooming in from Chun. My solo hits first, and let's hope he's got some troopers. It is an 8.1 million drop, not bad at all. So despite the fact we didn't manage to get any rally targets for the guild, we still managed to get some juicy points from that encounter. A 10.2 million might drop from my man Chun. A really awesome solo coming in with that cav. He had loads of T2 inf, which really helped. And now we're going to get that 0 complete, big or small. The Gryphon victim is never complete unless that leader is capped. So I release the leader, everyone ports in to try and get the trophy. And on this occasion, Snack Size comes in late and gets that trophy. What a legend. Moving on, the bringer of destruction here. We have PJC, hoping that this guy is offline. 796 mil, a complete YOLO. Of course, this guy is running an anti-scout. This is right at the end of the KvK, so we're hoping that the gear swap never comes. Still Monster Hunt gear, and the fire burns unbelievably. We were not expecting that. And 10 out of 10, the final moments in KvK, when that hit, I was dancing around my room. 106 million might drop, 3.8 million reds, kiss goodbye. And as you can see, this is actually a T5 player we are zeroing. This guy's got T5 unlocked, but it's got a pure T4 and a T3 comp, and that is not what you want to be taking a hit from the bringer of destruction, the one and only PJC. And this next rally, we've got the solos following in behind. I'm sat right next to him, only 7 seconds away, so I'm chucking it in quite late. Hopefully getting the timing well. The rally is on its way, someone gets capped, and this is the craziest thing I have seen in Lord so far. Rather than coming in line and shielding, he chucks out a sticker just before the rally hits and then random relocates away, and he did actually switch into war gear as well. So maybe coming online in the panic of the moment, thinking that they could take the hit, but random relocating away afterwards was not a good idea, pulling in all the solo marches. So a 2.4 million red count on that massive rally from PJC. And from a T5 player coming online, you would think they would know they need to shield. So there's a cute little action replay, random relocating away, pulling in all of these solos. So here's one of the first ones, 1.4 million troopers. And here is one of the last ones from Hardy, 16.6 million might drop. And the final solo taken out, I assume that T5 with a 2.5 million might drop with only 70k troops. So rest in peace this guy, and what an awesome way to end KvK. 796 mil all the way down to 575, and actually coming online to witness the end of your own zero. And needless to say, we were extremely thankful for all of those lastminute.com points, and we went for all of the forts at the end, the eye-hurty arrows left, right and centre, managing to get 4 out of 7, and my girl Tara almost getting the cap on this guy. Unlucky for them, they sent a range on our infantry, and almost getting the cap there, a really savage hit from Tara. And let's slide into these results before we wrap things up. A 729 million guild score gets us first in the kingdom, and I got 9th on the Gryphon, 7th on the big ChaCha, and a brilliant work by all of my amazing SizeMatters for making the best of a really lame matchup. And I will be passing my crown on to Drakey for the moment. In the world, we got 63rd, which is pretty awesome. Thank you for watching, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.